Alright guys, we're back at it. This is top 10 best anime series of the 2000s. Now this is WatchMojo. So, but I just say this guys. If there's other stuff that has like top 10 besides WatchMojo is just one of the only ones I know of. Let me know and I'll react to those too. But let's see what WatchMojo has. Sometimes WatchMojo is a hit on
New
this.
decade.
For the
new
most
anime.
part, they actually
Hey
kind of
there,
do right.
Ryu. Would it kill you to join us?
Since more anime, the 2000s became an important decade for the medium. So,
Now that is true. A lot of in the early part of 2000s, I would say you really wouldn't see people dubbing the animes, or I guess I put it this way: you wouldn't see a lot of anime out there just like to watch. Streaming wise wasn't around, so Netflix wasn't really around at that point. You had Cartoon Network. You had a few things that would do it. Adult Swim was mostly doing it, but you really didn't have just stuff to watch anime. Mostly all the anime stuff was on Adult Swim.
we'll be looking at those
Besides, you
series
know,
that made us
the
save
P,
up for those shiny new box
using
sets.
P, but,
We'll be
you know.
basing our picks on the original Japanese release dates, just to avoid confusion.
If things had continued
Okay,
that
that's
way,
good.
the balance between the two worlds would have collapsed.
Even they say that, but still using dubs, but that's fine.
It would have meant the apocalypse.
Number 10, Hellsing Ultimate.
The choice is yours. What do you want to do?
Back in 2001, we were introduced to Hellsing, minus the ultimate part. The series
Right.
was dark, Alucard was cool, and there was plenty of blood to satisfy our vampiric need.
Now, Hellsing Ultimate.
However, this version of Hellsing didn't quite follow the manga. That's not
I
always
was just about to say not Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing didn't follow the manga, but it was my introduction to Hellsing, and I fell in love with it like that. Vampire stuff I like, supernatural stuff I like too, but I just fell in love with Hellsing like that. Like I thought the whole thing was amazing, and then I saw Hellsing Ultimate years later, and oh my god, mwah, it was just amazing.
a bad thing, but there were plot points and certain
The abridged is good too. We gotta go back to abridged stuff. I remember at some point I did make an
characters we
abridged
didn't get to
series.
fully experience.
I think I'm gonna have to go back to that, guys. So y'all
We
think
are
I should go
called
back?
upon
I'm
to
gonna go back. 'cause
cleanse
it's
his
funny.
kingdom.
I never
But
seen an
that's
abridged
where Ultimate
Hellsing
came
besides
in
when
and
I
gave
was
us a
doing
story
this.
that followed the manga better, complete with glorious 40 to 60-minute episodes.
Yes. Oh my god. I like what they did with Victoria, Hellsing, all of them. It was amazing. Hellsing on them was very good. Sadly, that's where it stopped at, but I'm glad that it stopped right there. It didn't go too far. Cause you can tell it's not a series that just had continuous on and on things. It had a story, and that was it. And that's good.
Bleach.
Hollows are fallen souls, souls that were not guided into the Soul Society by a Soul Reaper.
Word of
Bleach
advice,
wasn't my
if you see a
introduction
monstrous
to
hollow
anime,
on
but
the
I am
attack,
aware
leave
that it
it
was
to
a
a
lot of
trained
people's
Shinigami. Otherwise, you might end up taking their powers and unintentionally becoming a Soul Reaper.
Well, to be fair, Ichigo already had a lot of stuff going on, but that was before he knew that and before we knew all that. But Bleach is definitely in the top 5. Well, no, Bleach is in my top 15 or 20. But if this is on there, the other big 3 has to be on there. Yeah, it gotta be. I'm about to say Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball didn't come out.
This is no easy task for Ichigo, not just because of the creatures he faces, but there are certain souls that are emotionally difficult
Side
to
note
put
of
to
the
rest.
first of the big 3, the first one I actually saw was One Piece without realizing it was or that it was an anime at first because it was a long time ago.
Along the way, we're introduced to a colorful cast of human, non-human, and stuffed characters, each with their own unique abilities for your action-packed shonen anime needs.
Yeah, see that right there. When he stopped it like that, oh my god. Oh my freaking god. That was it. The music stopped. When does the music ever stop like that? That was the first time I ever seen the music background stop. Like, eyes were like, oh, nope. Boss, MC music.
Number 8,
Cut that
Monster.
out.
I will now scrape the pyramus.
What is a doctor's true purpose? For Dr. Kenzo Tenma, it was saving the life of his patient, Johan, even when those around him wanted him to treat the mayor instead.
How's he holding up?
Blood pressure
I never seen
72
this.
over 50. His pulse is at 137.
The bullet entered through his forehead.
This led to the mayor's death, and Tenma being blacklisted until those who blacklisted him turned up dead too.
Where did he become a murderer
Now
or something?
promoted to the chief of surgery, Tenma spends the next 9 years as a successful doctor until Johan returns and reveals that he was the killer, something that Samurai Champloo.
Oh my god. Amazing.
There are certain directors that never let you down. Shinichiro Watanabe, director of Cowboy Bebop, is definitely one of them. As soon as we saw his name attached to this series, we knew we were in for a treat. And Watanabe did not disappoint. When that opening theme starts, you're already bobbing your head to this stylish retelling of Japan's Edo period. After that, it's a non-stop adventure between the rogue Mugen, the Ronin Jin, and the waitress Fu, who convinces the two to help her in her quest to find the samurai who smells like sunflowers.
This whole thing was one wacky adventure, because like things happen all over the place that really make no sense. You're like, huh, that happened.
Number 6, Gintama.
I still never finished it. I know it's supposed to be
Speaking
like
of
a
retellings of the Edo period, this might just be one of the funniest. Aliens are on the attack,
supposed to be like
and
a
the
slice
Shogun
of life
bravely
comedy,
surrenders when he
jump
realizes
like-
they can't win.
anything you think of, this has it. If I remember. Like I never finished it. I've seen a few episodes. And this is one of the anime lores
This
of
leads to the aliens taking all of the samurai's swords, and the Edo period getting a futuristic makeover where old forcibly meets new. Perfectly timed comedy combined with this crazy premise makes this one of the most hilarious series of the decade, which can also be surprisingly touching at times.
And apparently got some good fight scenes. That's what it's supposed to be like this.
Number 5, Code Geass.
But you'll die!
I don't mind.
Don't be an idiot!
An old friend of
Geass.
mine always
Oh
used to
my
tell
God.
me that. He'd say I was a fool.
One of the most brilliant
my
animes
weakness, I guess.
have ever seen.
There's some strange stuff happening to the folks in Area 11. Lelouch, for example, has
Lelouch
gained the
v.
power of
Britannia.
Geass, which lets him command people to
What is
do
it,
whatever he
Lelouch?
wants.
Now all of you,
Kill
die!
That's
Your
basically what they
Highness.
do.
Fire!
This is something he wants to use to take down Daddy Dearest, the Emperor of Britannia.
You know what?
Lelouch
Code Geass
decides to
actually has
create a
one of the
better
most
world
busted
for his
abilities.
sister. A noble cause,
has
but
a
one
very
that
busted
quickly
power.
spirals out of control.
According to this report, the suspect is an honorary Britannian.
what the?
What follows is a series of mind games and hilarious, yet
And the battles is amazing. I mean, the fan servicey. It's a brilliant story from start to finish. It is a beautiful story.
tragic killing sprees.
Zero! That's it! I don't have time to fool with cannon fodder like you! C2, get to 12th Street now!
It can be a train wreck at times, but a damned
Guys, tell me what I'm just now realizing. The dub voice is Johnny Young Bosch. Why did I not realize that any time? But that's also one of the reasons why I love him. I was like, man, why is his voice? I'm just now realizing it, but I've been loving Lelouch's voice. I mean, everything about Lelouch is awesome. He's a hero that becomes a villain, but still a hero.
entertaining one throughout.
Sazako! Lelouch!
All of this was for his sister.
I shall
Number 4, Naruto.
Okay,
You
see?
ever lay a hand on my
Naruto has to be on the list. I figured it was in.
kill you!
Once upon a time, there lived a ninja orphan who wanted to be the best in his village. Yeah, the plot used to be that simple.
Yeah. In the beginning.
Who knew that this ninja kid who left the milk out would soon be one of the most infamous characters in anime? The series has blossomed from being about childish rivalries
that
and fan servicey
and
jutsus to
Ninja
a tale of
Jesus.
deep, imaginative story arcs, memorable characters, amazing battles, and of course, plenty of ramen. Naruto is here to stay, whether you believe it or not.
Oh, trust me, if the bar is open, that was
So fast.
Amazing!
Number 3, Death Note.
What if someone else had
Maybe
picked up
Death
this
Note will be
notebook?
on the
Is there anyone out there other than me who'd be willing to eliminate the vermin from the world?
When some of us get bored, we spend way too much time on the YouTube comment
Delete,
section.
delete,
Others, like
delete,
Ryuk, drop
delete.
magical notebooks that cause someone to die whenever you write their name in it.
I am the Shinigami Ryuk. That used to be my notebook. Judging by your laughter, You've already figured out that what you have is no ordinary notebook.
Things take an interesting turn when Light Yagami gets a hold of the book and decides to rid the world of its criminals. This leads to a moral battle of wits against the famous detective simply known as
Messed up
L.
character later down the line. But
what the
his
hell was
ideas wasn't all the way
Kira,
wrong.
you'd be dead, Mr. Soichiro Yaganichi of the NPA.
But I mean, he had a huge job.
The two geniuses spend the series trying to take each other down while we all watch and wonder whose side we're supposed to be on.
Light was definitely the villain. There's no doubt about it. Light is definitely the villain in the story. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And Light and L was the best part. That whole battle that they kept having on one to try to one up each other was like that is the best part of the arc. The rest of it was so-so. It was okay. It's kind of like you can't go from this high spot like you all the way up here. The story was all the way up here. You're on the edge of your seats every episode. And then at the end, it gets to this part of just like, Because at the end of the day, really, was just once L was defeated, no one was really on Light's level besides L. And it took two of them, but L, really, Light's hubris is what defeated him. Nothing else. Light hubris defeated him. It wasn't the other two. I mean, even though you can say it was. It really was Light hubris. He didn't take them seriously like he took L. If he took them seriously like he took L, they wouldn't have stopped him. I promise you that. They wouldn't have stopped him.
Number 2, Gurren Lagann.
That's the surface. I told you there was a surface up there.
Who thought he was the main character at first? I promise you, I thought he was the main character. But I mean, how they did that switcheroo was brilliant of itself. It was Simone. But also, he does look just like Simone, but I think they stated they're not related. Or did they? I don't know. But I would believe
you
they
ever
really
watched
are
an anime series that gave you goosebumps every single episode? That's our number 2 pick. Forced to live underground, our lead character Simone often leans on his best friend Kamina, who has dreams of visiting the surface world.
We're gonna combine!
We're gonna combine?
It does the power scale.
We're gonna combine?
Power scalers hate Gurren Lagann, I bet. Because
When
it breaks
Kamina
the power
convinces
scale
Simone
out
to
the
kick
water.
Raisin to the curb and join him, things get a bit outlandish, and all of that bizarre mecha craziness is highlighted with a wild and colorful animation style, some of the best that Gainax has to offer.
Human scum! No dirty tricks, you little...
What else can we say but row, row, fight the power?
What foolishness. You would risk the universe for the sake of a fleeting emotion.
You're wrong, dumbass! I'll protect them! The girl, the universe, both of them!
Before we get to our number 1 pick, let's pull these honorable mentions off of our shelves.
Please, drink.
It gotta be One Piece.
Renzu Yorai.
Wait, no, One Piece came out in 1990. If we talk about
This
the
is a
anime,
banquet held in your honor.
I'd like to be a professional boxer. I want to train and become strong and compete in real matches.
I never finished this show. I know, guys. I know. There's a lot of anime I
Number
haven't
1,
seen.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Came in 2009. Wait, but it did say 2000. It did say like 2000. Like, it said in the 2000s. So, 2000 through, I guess. I wonder when the stopping point. This came out in 2009, so I guess 2000, whatever. But, I mean, I'm not mad at it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is amazing. It is one of the best. It got one of the best story philosophies. Anything you think of in anime of the good stuff, Full Metal Alchemist got to be in there.
In 2003, we were thrust into the world of alchemy, where the rule of equivalent exchange governs all.
And the animation for it. In 2003, when had
The series took us through a gauntlet of emotions with the Elder Brothers, and in the end, we kinda liked the ending.
Always remember we allowed you to live.
Few people expected the series to be rebooted, especially after just 5 years.
Was it really 5 years later?
With Brotherhood following the manga closer, we get an even greater story to digest. New characters, more fluid fight scenes, and more heart-crushing plot points.
Yeah.
We are the same! We're the same! You're just like me! We're not! Oh, but yes we are!
The opportunity was right in front of us and we took it.
This was definitely the definitive version of the series to watch, and what could arguably be one of the greatest stories ever told.
There you are. Very well done, Alphonse Elric.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch.
Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think those should be on the list or not? I believe, like I said, I can understand the list. The list's not bad. I'm kind of shocked that One Piece wasn't on this list, because they had the other two big three. But then again, I don't know when the One Piece anime started in Japan, but that's just me, like I said. But I say the list was pretty decent overall. Some I might take and switch, but overall, it's a pretty good list. But alright, guys, see you next time.